Beautiful namaste. Good morning. Aloha from Maui. This is a video for my friend David. He just wrote me this morning. He has recently had a knee replacement and now is feeling some pain in his hip, which is not surprising. I think it happens more often than what you think about it, because the obvious answer is because it's all connected. My friend David wrote me this morning. He said, can yoga help? And my answer is, of course, yes, indeed it is. Can the practices of yoga help? My other comment on this, David, is that the practices of yoga have already started for you, because the practices of yoga ultimately are practices of self-awareness and self-study, and that making the connection to notice that there is pain in the hip of the knee that you had your surgery on, and the willingness to reach out and do something about it. That's the yoga. Yes? And yes, the practices will help. So let's meet standing, and this is for anyone who just wants a little bit of more understanding of the inner workings of your hip and your knee and the way that you are standing. This is for you. So let's meet at the top of your mat, standing. Here we go. Top of the mat. Top of the mat. Here we go, standing. Now this pose actually has a name called tadasana, and there's many, many ways to do it. But step one is just to find your feet. We'll take them hips width apart, right? Your feet are underneath your hips. And come to your usual standing pose. Take a big breath in, inhale. Exhale out everything. Open your mouth, exhale out everything. Come to your usual stance. Yes? And then bring some deeper attention and awareness to it. So rock back and forth on your feet and feel your feet. Feel your feet. Notice there's the front of a foot and the back of a foot. Maybe roll to the outer edges of your feet, the inner edges of your feet. Like, allow yourself to be fascinated with your feet on the earth. In particular, we were talking about balance in our email exchange this morning. So find your way back to a centered place. Feel yourself balanced. The front of the foot and the back of the foot. The right side of the foot, the left side of your foot. And then allow yourself to really ground down through your heels, the outer edges of your heels, and balance that with the pressing down through the balls of the big toes. And look down at your feet and notice what's happening in the arches of your feet, and lift the inner arches of your feet any amount. That will get into your ankle bones a bit. Yes? Find that grounding in the feet. Press down. Now draw the femur bones back, your hips, outer hips down, tailbone down. Lift the low belly. Feel the heart lift. Now what happens in the shoulders? Lift them up. Feel the shoulder blades roll back and then down. Turn the palms to face forward. Spread the front and the back of the collarbone. Feel your breath now. Likely there's a little bit more breathing room for yourself. And then find the position of your head. Yes, so the crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. The back of the skull lengthens. Maybe the chin drops ever so slightly towards the lifted heart, bringing that connection with the head and the heart. Breathe again. Good. Now bring your hands to your hips. Step your right leg back. Keep the left leg and foot where she is. Now, with that right leg back behind you and your hands on your hips, you might notice that the right hip rolls back just a little bit. Roll the right hip forward in alignment with the left. Drop the tailbone, shoulders back and down, elbows together. Lift the heart. Find your breath. And feel the ball of the big left toe pressing into the earth, the outer right heel pressing into the earth. Feel that alignment from within. And then ever so tenderly, you'll let the heart dive forward as the hips melt back, strengthening the legs, strengthening the spine. Feel into your right and left hip, your right and left knee, your right and left foot. Find the balance there. Strengthen, breathe. You might notice some intensity building. Breathe into where you feel it and study the alignment of your right hip, right knee, right foot, left foot. And find the connection to what needs to be strengthened and what needs to be stretched. Little bit of navel to the spine. Good. Press through your strong legs. Rise the heart again. Pause. High up onto the right toes. Now a little rock and roll here. Depending on your balance, you might just step the right foot forward to the left, or it might take a couple steps. Good. Arms down along your side, pause. Tadasana. Grounded equally on the right and left, tailbone dropping, outer hips dropping, deep low belly lifting, heart lifting, shoulders back and down. Breathe. Turn your attention and awareness inside, 100%. 100%, and feel your feet on the earth. Feel the shoulder blades behind you as the heart lifts. Notice if there's any unnecessary tension in the low back. If so, drop the tailbone. And study what it feels like to be balanced and centered in your own body. All right, hands on the hips. Left leg steps back. Right? 2.5, 3 feet. All right, lift the heart, shoulders back and down, elbows back just a little bit, and feel what's happening in the hips. You might roll the left hip forward, right hip back, tailbone dropping, low belly lifting. Deepen the awareness in the front right leg by pressing the right foot into the earth, especially at the ball of the big toe side. Maybe lift the inner arch a smidge. What's happening in the back leg, strong and straight. Press to the outer left heel without sacrificing the ball of the big left toe, right? Steady and stable, let the heart lift. Inhale, exhale, just a slight forward fold here. Hips back, heart forward, elbows together. Notice if there's tension that happened in the neck, drop your head. Nice long line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. Breathe into the right lung and the left lung equally. Feel your left foot anchored onto the earth, the left inner thigh rolling back a little bit. Then what's happening in the front? Right foot presses into the earth, especially the ball, the big toe. Spread the toes a little bit. Roll that right hip back. Press both of your femur bones back as you lengthen forward into the heart. Find that traction and breathe. Press equally through your feet. Let the heart come back up to center. Nicely done. High up onto the left toes. Stay here, balance here. And then as you're ready, take that big step forward. Left foot to the right. Arms float down along your sides. Pause. Close your eyes, breathe. You might notice some movement in the sacrum and low back and down through your legs. Maybe a little stirring in your heart. And then just spin the elbows and bring the hands to the heart center. Pause, but not your breath. Keep the breath flowing. Welcome to yoga. Just the beginning of our journey together. Namaste. Aloha, David.